its crescendo. It's at its crescendo here on the Tuesday show. That works. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tuesday show. It's me, Mr. Kyle, with Cammy Huddlestone, talking about some sweet stuff with Moo, special guest Moo. Don't forget special guest Moo hanging out. Probably gonna be purring up a storm. But how you doing this fine Tuesday, Cammy?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm also good. Kicking back. It's nice and snowy out. We got some fun stuff to talk about today. Some interesting topics. We'll start with the one Cammy brought up to me before. The Golden Joystick Award nominees were announced.
Yes, just a few hours ago.
First reactions, first impressions. I haven't heard any of them, so Cammy's gonna lay them down for us.
Okay. Right. Best storytelling. Life is Strange: True Colors.
Oof. I haven't played it yet. I can't judge it yet.
I've heard wonderful things about it. A lot of people are saying it's like their game of the year.
Well, good.
It's really good.
That makes me happy. So, I haven't played it yet, but y'all know how I feel about those games, so.
Psychonauts 2.
Damn fucking right, Psychonauts 2. Who doesn't love Psychonauts 2? Okay.
Wildermyth. 12 minutes.
Okay.
Chicory, A Colorful Tale. And Tales of Arise.
Well, I think we all know what's winning that one.
Yes.
I think we all know what's winning that one.
Best multiplayer game.
Okay, here we go.
Deathloop.
Good. Creative multiplayer, too. You can't get that.
I haven't got the multiplayer to work yet.
Really? I've had a good time with it so far.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear then. It Takes Two.
Good. That's probably frontrunner. It has to be.
Yeah, I would have thought. Chivalry 2.
That game's great. I've had a great time with Chivalry 2.
Back for Blood.
Haven't touched Back for Blood yet. That came out like a week ago. I'm not feeling bad about that one yet.
Valheim.
Okay, Valheim was big. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope I say this right. Narca Blade Point.
Well, okay then.
Yeah. Best visual design. Oh, for that one, I think It Takes Two for me.
I think it's got to be It Takes Two. It Takes Two, Deathloop, those are all good choices, though, but I think It Takes Two stands
out. Best visual design. Ratchet and Clank.
Good. They have a great sense of style.
Psychonauts 2.
Best sense of style. Not even good. Just the best one. I love that art style so much.
The Artful Escape.
Okay.
Little Nightmares 2.
Was that this year?
That was this year. That's crazy,
oh my god, Little Nightmares 2 was this year. That blows my mind.
Yeah.
I feel like that came out a long time ago.
Hitman 3.
Okay.
And Genesis Noir.
Okay. I really
like solid choices again.
Little Nightmares 2 is breathtaking. That's a good nomination. I thought that came out in 2020. My bad.
Crazy. Best indie game.
Okay.
We got Death's Door.
Okay.
Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Old World. Wildermyth. Bonfire Peaks, and Sable.
Well, apparently I've been playing the wrong indie games because I don't think I've played any of those yet. Yeah.
No, I think the only one I've even really heard of is Death's Door. I don't know, a couple of the others are ringing a bell, but Death's Door is the only one that I've paid any attention to. Still haven't played any of them.
Gonna have to give them a go.
Yes. Studio of the Year.
Oh, that's an odd fucking award.
Yep.
What?
IOI.
Okay. I like IOI.
Arcane.
I love Arcane. Y'all know me with Arcane.
Housemarque.
Wait, Housemarque?
Yep.
Hold on.
Returnal.
Oh, I thought they were the guys that did something else. Never mind. I thought they did those terrible, the horror anthology games. What are those called?
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. No,
I hate those guys. The Man of Medan crew. They suck now.
Yeah. Double Fine is there.
Woo! Double Fine.
Capcom. And Draxnack and Friends.
I don't know what that last one is.
Neither do I. So, pretty decent choices.
Hey, Double Fine's YouTube channel is filled with so much fun stuff, fun updates and whatnot. But I love Arcane too. I'd have to go with Double Fine. Double Fine was so fucking sweet during the development of Psychonauts 2. All the updates
Yeah,
and
got
stuff.
some good choices.
That's pretty good. That's a weird award though. You're
Oh
the
yeah, it's a weird
best
award.
studio. You had the
Studio. It's
least
a very
amount
weird
of
award, but
inner PR
scandal.
problems and
Yeah.
the least amount of scandals. It's an odd award, but I would totally give it to Double Fine. I'm happy with all those studios for the most part.
Yeah. Best game expansion.
Okay.
Uh, Ghost of Tsushima's Iki Island.
Heard
Iki
great
Island.
things. Great
I've
things
heard good
about
things. I
that.
haven't played it. Final Fantasy VII Remake, the intermission episode.
Good.
Outer Worlds, Murder on
Just go for it. I don't know how to say it either.
Eridanos.
Close enough. I like Outer Worlds
Yeah, it
so
sounds right.
much. What a great game.
Sims 4 Cottage Living.
Fuck you, Sims 4. If Sims wins that award, that's nothing. Sims is garbage. Sims is actual garbage.
Sims 3 was good.
Sims 3 was good. Sims Castaway.
Castaway.
Sims
Yeah.
4 is just fucking milking
Yeah.
people.
Super Mario Bowser's Fury. Okay.
No.
Doom Eternal.
Let's face it.
No.
Nintendo is not gonna be, other than Metroid Dread, they're not gonna be the fucking belle of the ball this year in terms
Oh
of
God,
awards.
no. Then Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 2.
Okay, yeah.
So of all of them, from what I've heard, I think Ghost of Tsushima's gonna get it.
Maybe, I don't know. Doom Eternal is like the best, like the
Well, yeah, it's
best,
true.
like one of the best games I've ever played.
The best.
It's just so like it's not quite for me, that kind of game, but like playing it, you realize like, oh my god, this is so good.
Maybe then. I've just heard more about Ghost of Tsushima's DLC.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Some unique
mobile game.
awards. Mobile. Let's go ahead and skip that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't care about that, do we?
Can't imagine there's
Best
a mobile game
audio.
in the world. Okay.
You care about best audio?
I'm curious. Well, what's best audio?
Returnal.
Okay.
Jet the Far Shore.
Okay.
Sable. Little Nightmares 2. Resident Evil Village. And The Artful Escape.
Okay. Well, someone was hearing something different in all those games than me. Little Nightmares 2, I was never like, wow, the audio's incredible. I don't know.
Of all of them, I mean, granted, I haven't played all of these games, but I think of all of them, Returnal, maybe. It's got a spooky vibe. Like,
so does Little Nightmares 2 and Resident Evil. It's just, they should just call it the Ambience Award, the Atmosphere Award, because 3 of those are spooky, scary games.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
It's the spooky month. It's Halloween time, and there's nothing scarier than not losing your data on the internet. We're sponsored by NordVPN. We're not. NordVPN, hit us up. We'll take your money in exchange for saying things.
Best performer. Okay. I apologize in advance because I'm going to butcher a lot of these names. Jason Kelly.
That one you definitely butchered. That didn't sound right at all. Are you sure that's it?
I'm not sure at all.
Oh,
Colt from Deathloop.
Oh, okay, he's fantastic.
Okay, we're only going to get worse. I warn you now. Erica Mori.
Okay.
Alex in Life is Strange.
Again, haven't played it, and y'all know my feelings, so we'll just move
Maggie
on.
Robertson. I've said that right. I have confidence. Is Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh, she's wonderful, and she's great in that game too.
She's good. Oh no. Ozioma Aka. No, Juliana from Deathloop.
Oh, okay. She's great too. Deathloop is just, I love Deathloop. My goodness.
Jennifer Hale, who's Rivet in Ratchet and Clank.
She was good. She was really good.
Yeah.
I like that Ratchet and Clank game a lot.
Elijah Wood.
Psychonauts 2! He's
I knew
so
you'd be
good.
happy.
He sells it. Like he fucking sells that character so well. Don't say who it is. He sells it.
I left it blank for a reason.
And he fucking sings. He knocks it out of the park.
So I think there's a clear winner for you, right?
Oh no, it's got to be Colt from Deathloop. Like Colt,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood is top tier. He probably had the best performance, but he didn't have as much screen time. But he sells that fucking character. And Elijah Wood's always like, if Elijah Wood's in something, he's gonna be the best.
He's
like
always
one of the
gonna be
best
great.
parts. Yeah, I fucking love Elijah Wood so much. That makes me so happy that he got nominated for that, because I was honestly taken aback by how good he was in it.
Yeah, that's part of the reason, because like literally I only just looked at these right before we came on. Now that was part of the reason I was like, I want to go through these with you, because actually they're pretty good. Neither of us are that fussed on award shows, but these are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of them as a concept, but
yeah,
if it means Elijah Wood, like, I'd think that the guy who played Colt's gonna win, because I think he had more screen time. But if Elijah Wood wins, I will be so happy. He deserves it.
To be fair, if pretty much any of them win, I'm kind of down.
They were all
Lady
great.
D,
they were all the lady that plays Lady Dimitrescu, or however the hell you say it. She's so good.
Big Booba.
Big Boo Boo.
She was great. Best game community.
Oh God!
Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky, Dreams, Monster Hunter Rise, even. Sorry, tripped over my words. Destiny 2 and Magic the Gathering Arena.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? How do you judge that?
What are we doing?
How do you judge that, Golden Joyce? Are you just picking communities that have... They're just picking big communities and being like, let's judge them from the outside. Yeah. I'm sure the Magic the Gathering community is always great. No Man's Sky community has been really cool, even though I hate that game. I don't know, though. That seems like an idiotic award.
It's a stupid one. PC Game of the Year.
Okay, here we go.
Wildermyth, Chivalry 2, Old World, Hitman 3, Pathfinder, and The Forgotten City.
Okay. I could see Forgotten City probably getting it.
Me too. Hitman 3 was good, but...
I don't see that one coming out on top.
Yeah, I don't see it being a game of the year. But
what was that?
Good.
What was the second one on that list? Another one caught my eye.
Chivalry 2.
That's the one. That game has some fucky server issues. And I said, oh, speaking of which, store event at the Epic Game Store. Let's see here. I think 75% off Hitman 3, it's saying. Let me double check this. Let me not lead you astray. And Chivalry 2. Well, what a fucking coincidence. That pops up on my screen right as this is happening.
Crazy, crazy times. Do you want me to carry on? Are you still looking into it?
Well, let's see what the big deal is. Okay, no, it's not that. It's half off. Half off Hitman 3. Save 20% on Chivalry 2. I don't know. That's a fine. For best PC game, sure.
It's kind of weird how they've split it.
Odd split.
But whatever.
Yeah. Well, let's hear the next one then, I guess.
PlayStation Game of the Year. Got Returnal, Deathloop, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Ooh.
Ooh. And Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
Of the ones, I haven't played the Director's Cut of Death Stranding.
No, neither have
I like Death Stranding. Death Stranding is my rainy day game. It's like, it's slowly but surely becoming my Animal Crossing. It's like how Cuphead's become my Solitaire. Like, if I'm trying to burn all the time, I'll just hop into Cuphead. But for right now, I gotta say Deathloop. I haven't played Kena, though. I have to give Kena a try before the end of the year.
Well, Kena was my game of the year. And then I tried to go through on master difficulty. And that is not good.
Like poorly balanced?
Not good at all. May or may not be writing a video on it.
Hey, good, good, good. Hey, stay tuned for that. I'll
Good.
press start.
Oh,
Oh, I
um,
should say too. I have I had a video I was going to do for Halloween
um,
on this channel. It
yeah.
was gonna be a surprise, but my voice has been like this going on a week now, so
So,
I can't record it like this.
yeah,
That
you
sucks.
can.
No, I can't. I sound like a
Yeah,
different
you
human
can.
being. I can't
So,
enunciate correct. I can't yell and scream. I sound like a goblin. I'll just postpone it though. Is the point?
okay,
It's the same with my Halloween stuff. It's like I'm gonna talk about horror movies in November this year, and people are gonna have to deal with it.
let's do it. Go for it. Nintendo Game of the Year.
Okay, Metroid Dread.
I mean, yeah, that's up there. Should we just say Metroid Dread and move on?
I mean, what else could they possibly have? Bowser's Fury.
Pokemon Snap, Neo, The World Ends With You, Monster Hunter Rise, Bravely Default 2, and WarioWare.
Oh, I shouldn't be such a dick. I forgot WarioWare came out, and fucking Monster Hunter Rise came out. I don't know. It's Metroid Dread for me. I haven't gotten to give WarioWare a chance yet, though.
I
Um,
haven't played any of them, but I've heard good things about Metroid Dread in particular.
Metroid Dead is. Oh my god. I fucking
I
love
know
it. I
that.
my fucking wallpaper on my computer right now is that sweet Super Metroid box art.
Holy
I'm
shit.
just kicking back for that because I was like, oh, I love that game. Then that got announced. I was like, hell yeah, more of it. It's great.
Xbox Game of the Year got Lost Judgment, The Ascent, Psychonauts 2, Flight Simulator, The Artful Escape in 12 minutes.
I mean,
I mean,
if you've played
Psychonauts
it,
2.
you know. If you've played it, you know. Psychonauts 2 is above and beyond. I've because some of those games are available on Game Pass, so I've given most of those a try. And
Mm,
just Psychonauts 2 has so much put into it. And
different level.
yeah, there's no a project like Psychonauts 2 conceptually is like almost set up to fail. It's like, oh,
Mm,
15 years in the future doing like a direct sequel. It's like Incredibles 2.
yeah.
Incredibles 2 as a movie was like, oh, that's it's never going to be as good as the original. And Incredibles 2 was not. It was kind of
It
disappointing.
was not.
But Psychonauts 2 is so goddamn good. It's better than the original. They smoothed out some of the wrinkles. My goodness. Psychonauts 2 all the way.
Then there's best gaming hardware. I don't really. Should we just skip that one? That's a stupid
What
one.
dumb bullshit. Joy. Best game community? Best hardware? What are you talking about?
Stupid. Skipping that one. Uh, Still playing award.
Oh, okay. Skyrim.
So like best on running.
I just started a new
Uh,
run in Skyrim. Now that I got a
oh,
big assignment out of the way.
I mean, that's not there, my dude.
It's not there?
No, you got Apex Legends,
Oh
Call of
god.
Duty Warzone, Final Fantasy 14, Destiny 2, GTA Online, Genshin Impact, Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Counter-Strike.
Final Fantasy 14 all the way. Apex would have been mine, but Apex is so fucky right now and the no one cares. No one's doing anything about it. It's
Um,
ridiculous.
Most wanted game.
Psychonauts 3.
Done. Uh, God of War Ragnarok,
Okay.
Horizon Forbidden West, Halo Infinite, Marvel's Midnight Suns.
What?
G we're ignoring that. GTA 5 Enhanced Edition.
No one's waiting for that. I can tell you right now, no one
Nope.
gives a shit about that, Rockstar.
Skate 4,
Yes, Skate 4. Oh my god.
Elden Ring,
Yep.
Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Oh my God, that's a tongue
I'm
twister.
waiting on that too, yeah.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2,
Yeah.
Pokemon Legends. Another word I can't pronounce. Pokemon Legends, the upcoming one.
Akari, whatever the fuck, yeah.
Yeah, you know it.
Akraeus.
Starfield and Gotham Knights.
Yeah, a lot of great ones. Was Suicide Squad on there? They put Gotham Knights and not
No,
Suicide Squad? Oof.
Yeah.
Someone wasn't doing their
Interesting.
homework because Warner Brothers has a bad track record when it comes to Batman games.
They do,
Not a
but Gotham
bad
Knights
one.
was really good.
I don't want to say a bad track record. They have a
And
worse
if you
track
want,
record than Rocksteady, is all I'm
yeah,
saying. I don't know. I'm anticipating most of those games. I'm pretty hyped up
me
for them.
too.
Especially, I'm surprised how excited I am for a new Horizon game too. That one's getting me a little bit. I'm pretty excited for
Yeah,
that.
that and Ragnarok for me are like probably the top.
I think Ragnarok is getting overhyped at this point. I
No,
we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I think at this point it's getting people are like, "Oh yeah, you can't. Let's wait for it." But anytime anything is said about Ragnarok, anytime Corey Barwag is like, "Hey, something
breathe.
happened," people lose their shit, and I think that could
I'm that person.
it could
Oh no,
possibly hurt the release of that. You know what? It won't hurt the quality of the game. It'll hurt the release of the game for some people
the
who are like,
reception.
"Yeah,
Yeah, I those are the ones. And then last but not least, Ultimate Game of the Year,
ultimate game of the year."
Deathloop,
Okay, like me some Deathloop.
Psychonauts 2,
What do you want me to say?
Resident
Hey,
Evil Village,
okay, I did
Ratchet
like
and
Village.
Clank,
Oh man.
uh, Wildermyth, Hitman 3, Forgotten City, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, and Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Oh really? Fuck you, joystick. What's wrong with you?
Yep,
Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
we'll
People
ignore
have
that.
talked about that
Maybe
for a
they
grand
just
total of
had to
13
fill a
minutes.
number. Maybe they just had to
If you
fill
have
like
to
a quota
fill a
of
number,
how
then
many.
put 12 minutes in instead. Hell, put Life is Strange in instead with the nominations you were given it. But no one's talking about that Legendary
No,
Edition anymore. But I
but
agree
yeah,
with most of those. I, I
good
I always
choices.
have trouble picking a singular game of the year because a lot of the
Even
time it's
this year.
apples and oranges sometimes because I'm like Psychonauts 2, an action platformer I've been waiting for years, as compared to Arcane's game developed during a pandemic that's like this perfect little thing within a box, and then Take Two is this unique multiplayer game with a I don't think it has that good of a story. I think it's really simple, and they just kind of they play it
Yeah,
up. They make it grand. That's the thing. But I think they could have made. I don't know. I
yeah.
like It Takes Two is the point. But it's like those
I
are so
really like It
different,
Takes Two,
and it's
but
like
I've told you guys before I don't like the ending.
yeah, there's. It's just like if you were to compare each of those games, like
Cynical.
if I'm saying which one do I want to pick up and play, like which one do I think I'm gonna play again, like next year around this time? It's like, well, I'll probably replay Psychonauts 2, probably replay Deathloop. I probably won't replay It Takes Two. That's like a one and done for me. So if you go off
Mm,
that, that cuts out that one. But if you're like, if I had a friend with me, what are you playing? Well, it's like, well, Psychonauts 2 single player. So you take out, so you do Deathloop or you do
yeah,
like it's always apples and oranges to an extent. But I don't know. I like pretty much all the games on that list. And Metroid Dread for fuck's sake. Like it's
yeah,
it's
that's in
hard to
there.
pick, and
Good.
sometimes the best thing to do is just say, "Man, we got some good games."
I think, yeah, good year for gaming and overall, like pretty good nominations.
Oh yeah. I think across the board, other than they have some dumbass categories, at least
Oh
they
yeah, they
didn't.
got some stupid categories, but like
At least they didn't do something
there's nothing
stupid like
I'm seeing
streamer.
that yeah, there's nothing I'm seeing that I think is oh that's definitely been snubbed or anything like that.
Yeah, they got them
A
all.
lot of it seems pretty good, pretty fair. So there you go.
If Luke was here, of course he'd slam his foot down and say Ghost of Tsushima shouldn't be on there because he hates Japan.
Yes, he does.
Um, I guess maybe Forgotten City was no. Forgotten City was. I don't know. That game is not like it's fun, but it's not. You know,
Never played it.
it's Luke really
Is
likes
it
it.
just fine?
I think it's good.
Okay.
I don't want to like undersell it, but I'd like again apples and oranges. It's
Yeah.
like when you if I sit down to play a game and the game and I'm like I'm gonna jump around and have a good time. Like my idea of a fun time playing a video game is like fun movement, pretty fun story, fun characters and stuff like that. And then you get a game like, it's like, all right, here's a video game, and it's Life is Strange, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I get to walk around and feel sad. Oh,
Yeah.
woe is me while it's happening. And it's like, there's a time for that, but most of the time I want to, have fun with a video game. And Forgotten City sometimes can feel a little unfun, but I think it's good. It's like The Last of Us Part 2, where it's like you reach these. Oh, you got a problem with Last of Us Part 2, Ms. Huddlestone?
Yeah. I've
Oh
said
yeah, I
it
know.
before. I don't
I
like
know.
the game.
That game, it reaches points where it's just like a horrible slog, and you're like, Jesus Christ. Is there any where's the fun is disappearing from this? And it's like, well, that's part of the story. It's like, yeah,
Any joy in this world? No.
there's some joy. There's joy for like 8 minutes in that little farmhouse.
So there's a nice flashback scene in the museum.
That's true.
That's the only part of the whole game I accept as canon, and everything else I'm like, it's the bad dream.
I dig Last of Us Part 2. I think there's a time and a place though for like each of those games. Which again, apples and oranges. Shit.
Apples and oranges.
Always some
Should,
apples and oranges.
should we talk about the other big thing that sort of came out?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the new trailer.
Uh, I was on about that new trailer.
Oh, the new I mean, we got DC fandom. So,
We did.
I mean, the Suicide Squad trailer looked sick. Um,
It looked okay.
I think people are overreacting a bit with the appearance of that game, saying like it doesn't look quite as good as I thought it would. It's like, well, wait till it's in action,
My
because
problem with the trailer was just that they didn't show very much,
yeah, and that's
which
what I'd
which
say
isn't
for it.
like a
That's the problem too. If
a
this is
life or
like
death thing. That's just
this could be an online multiplayer game still, which if that's the case,
we have
ooh
no
boy.
idea what it is.
But hey, maybe it's a really good online multiplayer, like a co-op multiplayer game. Who knows? It's
Maybe.
Rocksteady, and I trust Rocksteady. But there's a new Batman
They do as
trailer
well.
out for The Batman with one of my personal
Ah!
favorite actors, Robert Pattinson. He's been killing it. He did The Lighthouse, and he did Good Time. He's so good in those. Now he gets to be Batman, and he gets to take on the Riddler
And the Penguin
and the Penguin. The
and
grounded,
Catwoman, kind of.
yeah, and Catwoman. The grounded, unfun, uninteresting version of the Penguin that we got. Maybe he'll become interesting, but like, he almost has in the trailer. He has absolutely no character at
I think
all.
he's more of a side villain, and then the Riddler's the main villain, isn't he? So
It could be, and I think they're doing something with like the Falcone family and that kind of thing.
yeah,
And that's always how those Batman. They're like, let's make it a pseudo mob movie. I always feel like they kind of do. But this one feels like it's
I'm
going
so
more in the
excited.
direction of something like, uh, what's that movie called where the dude has the box? Is it Seven?
Yeah.
No, it's like almost like
What's in the box?
yeah, where it's like a serial killer
What's in the
chase.
box? Yeah,
What was in the
I'm
box
so
was a
happy.
3 month subscription to NordVPN. That's what
Still
was
not
in the
sponsored.
box.
Still not
Not
sponsored.
sponsored. Nord, hit us up. $30, Nord. $30 an episode. We'll do it. We'll sign that contract.
Anna, to be honest.
I don't know. What'd you think of the trailer?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Did just the atmosphere was great. And I think, let's face it, in trailers, like most of the time, that's all you're really getting is atmosphere and the odd like, oh, could that be the moment's gone. Like it's just supposed to make you excited. So the atmosphere was incredible. The scene with him walking down the corridor where it was dark and everyone was just shooting at the Batman and you had like the flashes of the gunshot and it scene looked amazing. So excited for that. Excited for Catwoman. Big fan of Catwoman. Um, so
Get her in there
uh,
early for this version of the franchise.
yeah, normally they like save her till
Normally they don't
Be
include her
cool.
until it's like not even like it's the same thing with Robin where they're just like, let's hold off. Let's
Yeah,
hold
they
off
put
for
it
a little bit.
off.
We need to
But
make sure we do a movie with the Joker. No one's ever done anything with the Joker before, which is another good thing. I'm happy to have a new
there's
Batman
no
movie.
Joker.
As much as
Yeah.
everyone likes the Joker, fucking
I also
stop it with the Joker.
I also like how he seemed because you get different eras of Batman. Like we both like the comic books, right? We've
Yeah.
both pretty into Batman, so you you get all these different eras of Batman, like when he starts out, and then you have the first Robin, second Robin, and Nightwing, and you like there's a big evolution to Batman. And most of the time, when people make films or even video games, to be fair, they take a very specific point where Batman is established and has his enemies, but he doesn't have Robin, or at least Robin isn't helping. They take a very like specific point, which is fine because it's very interesting. But it's nice to see like, okay, yeah, granted, there's no Robin in the trailer or anything, but it seems like much earlier on than we normally get, if that makes sense. Like it seems like, yeah, he's Batman, but he doesn't seem to have established villains yet. And it also seems like he's not dealt with his parents' death, and he doesn't seem to have his like code set up yet. Because there's that one scene where he's absolutely punching the shit out of someone, and Andy Serkis is like, I'm worried about you. You seem to be going off the rails. And he's like, I don't care what happens to me. And it's like,
Where I'm going, we won't need rails. And then he swoops in.
yeah, yeah. So I'm like, okay, but like, hopefully we're getting a Batman that's like slightly earlier in the canon that we normally get.
Yeah,
Like
fun younger Batman.
post Batman being invented and like made and pre um has his code and has his structure and has all his shit figured out. He's like, I am the Batman, but I don't know what being Batman means. So
What is a Batman? I wish they would do one set in like 1940 where it's like really serially but really, really graphic. Like they could get that R rating, no problem.
yeah.
And it's like really cutesy. It's like the Batman was spotted floating above and gliding from rooftop to rooftop.
Pow, woo, bang.
It's got like the pow whoop and bangs, but like people's heads are getting stomped in. The villain's like Killer
Yeah.
Croc, and they're like, "There's a alligator
It's
person running
yeah.
around eating people." Like that could be fun. Get on that, DC. They're
What are you doing?
DC's animated division. I've always been partial to those animated Batman movies because I'm always hoping. I'm hoping
Always
one will be
hoping.
good. Most of the time they're not. Most of the
No.
time they suck. But this new long
Uh,
Halloween one's kind of neat.
what did you think to the Batman trailer?
I mean, we'll wait and see. I thought everything was framed nicely. I think it's gonna be a really good looking movie. I
Mm.
think they're gonna lean into. I'm worried that the
Mm-hmm.
Riddler is just gonna be a different version of the Joker, and that's why they chose the Riddler, because Jim Carrey, when he played the
Okay.
Riddler, played him as the Joker basically. But we'll see. Maybe he'll be like really thoughtful and like a different character, but that always fucking happens. They always accidentally make a character like the Joker because they're like, "Isn't that the best one?" It's like, "No. You can do so
I
many
mean, he
other
is the best
things."
one, but there's a lot of other guys, and you don't have to make every villain into the Joker just because he's so
Yeah.
good.
He's the arch nemesis. Some side stories for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, what have we seen in the Riddler so far? There was a guy who had his face all taped up,
Right.
right? And that was the Riddler. He did that. And then there was in this new trailer there was the coffee cup with the question mark in it. Have we seen much more than that?
There's a key art photo of him with the taped up face.
Yeah.
I'll wait and see. I'm
But
guessing he's gonna be, if I had to guess right now, he's gonna be a kooky character. He's gonna be like, I'm doing
mm,
what's best for the city, Batman. I'm saving people. He's like, I'm saving people by blowing up buildings or whatever. Or maybe if his motivation is to like, because like sometimes his motivation is to prove he's smarter than Batman. And it's like if we're at
Yeah,
a point where not a lot of people know who Batman is,
then that's kind of mute.
then it's like, well, what's his motivation? It's like, he wants to see the world burn. No, wait, someone already is doing that, and then that's the problem. That's what always happens. But
Yeah,
we'll wait and see. It's the same like the
we'll wait and
Penguin.
see.
I want a gross like steampunk Penguin, like from Batman Arkham City, where he's got the
You could
vents.
get that though.
He's got the vents in his neck, and he's like, nah, like that kind of.
I mean, what we've seen, he's not disfigured, but he has a slight penguin face going on.
Yeah, he's a short little guy.
Maybe something happens in the film and that like
Or
maybe it's
maybe
like a
maybe
establishing.
they'll play it really straight and just be like, his nickname's just the Penguin. What? Did you think he
Mm.
actually looked and acted like a penguin? It's like, but we have Batman. Be a little comic booky, for God's sake, is all I'm asking. Don't make the Riddler the Unabomber because you think that that's a cool, like, aesthetically, like this movie. Mwah, from what I've
Beautiful.
seen, it's fucking
Yeah.
gorgeous. But I don't want that gorgeous aesthetic used for like either like mistakenly making a character the Joker again, or just having like, oh, we drew this line to this serial killer or this event, and that's all that inspires him, instead of writing something new or taking something from the comics.
I haven't well, I haven't seen a lot of it. I think I've seen season one or two a long time ago. But I think doesn't Gotham do a really good job at like having all the different villains be quite distinct from one another?
They're all unique. That show is it's iffy
I
for
know the
sure.
I know the show's iffy, but like, don't they have their odd moments where they seem to understand the villains?
They kind of do. Sometimes they horribly
Kind of.
fuck it up. If
Okay.
I remember Professor Pig, they made that's why the main reason I'm upset is because I think Professor Pig is a really good character, and I think
Okay. Great.
what they did with him in that Gotham TV show was just made him a serial killer. It's like he wore
Oh,
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time. But his whole
yeah.
character is like he's trying to perfect people because he's fucking insane and he's kidnapping them and chopping them up. And when he messes up, he fucking puts them up on display to be like, I'm gonna come back better, and it's fucking horrifying. I don't
Yeah,
remember if
that's not
that's what they
really.
did, but that's the thing. They like they don't whitewash it, but they make it way less interesting by making it more appealable, because it's like you
Yeah.
don't have to
Okay.
relate. You don't have to be able to be like, I remember this from the 90s and I'm able to connect that. It's like, oh, this is a scary fucking villain. Let's just deal with that.
Okay. Then.
But we'll see. We'll wait and see. I'm not
We
sold on the villains yet, but I'm sold on the aesthetic and Robert Pattinson.
okay. I'm so sold on other stuff like the aesthetic. Robert Pattinson, Andy Serkis.
Andy
Pretty
Serkis is
sold on
real
Andy
good.
Serkis. Is his name Jeffrey White or Jeffrey Wright? I forget the one who's playing Gordon. I'm
I
sold on
don't know.
him. He's wonderful in James Bond, so I'm pretty sold on him being good. I'm sold on Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. Okay. Um, I think I'm sold on so much of the casting and the aesthetic that I kind of like. I'm trusting that the villains are going to be done well because everything else I've seen so far I've liked. And to be fair, like if they're holding back a lot of the stuff about their villains, like I'd
Good.
rather them do that. Yeah, I'd rather them do that than tell us the whole story and go to the cinema and you're like, oh, I've seen this already in a short 2 minute clip.
Yeah. And I'm A-okay with that. So it's
Yeah,
good. It's good we don't know yet.
good we don't know
But hey,
just
coming
how
out in
much
March.
March 22nd,
Fourth.
March 4th. Wow.
Right around the corner there.
2026. That's
Yeah,
what I was thinking of.
2022. It's exciting. And it was filmed in the UK for the most part.
Yeah. Bath, I think a lot. A
Uh,
lot of oh, what were we gonna say?
Oh, I didn't know what you said, and I was like, she's probably right because she's in England, and I was like, never mind.
I think it's filmed in Bath.
Is that a real place?
Um,
Bah,
Bath,
bah. Oh, Bath.
Bath,
It was. It says
Bath.
Liverpool. Is that Bath? Wait, no. St. George's Hall. No, wait. That's one
Um,
location. Fuck me.
I'm sure I saw clips of it being filmed in Bath. Um, but a lot of like Batman stuff is filmed in the UK or like certainly. And if they want to go modern Gotham, they tend to do it America. And then when they want to do the old worldy, like Wayne Manor and stuff like that, they go to England. So
Yeah, make it really gothic looking. They'll go
yeah.
that side.
So I'm hyped. Do you want to hear something slightly crazy?
Yes,
Arkham City, speaking of Batman, Arkham City is 10 years old.
that's right. I was tempted to reinstall it, but I forgot I already played through that entire game this year. So, it's neat. That game came out when I was 10 years old.
I
I
was
love it so much.
11 or 12. So good.
What a fantastic game.
What a good game, Moo.
Go and play it. That's our call to action at the end of the Tuesday show. Go play Arkham City. It's probably $5 right now, or free in some
Uh,
places.
I know. I think it's on PlayStation now.
It's so
So if
good,
you
you won't regret it. There's so many fun things to see, especially if you've never played it before.
so good.
Good God, are you gonna love it?
The whole Arkham series is really good, but
Oh yeah, but hey, it's
Arkham
that time
Knight,
of the year.
Arkham City, sorry.
Christmas time you watch Elf. This time of the year you play Arkham City. Just the way
I
it
mean,
goes.
When's Arkham City set? Is there a specific time of the year that Arkham City's set?
I don't remember when
Because
Arkham City.
Origins is Christmas, Night is Halloween.
Let's find out. I don't think so because Calendar Man
No,
doesn't say anything about it.
no, I think it's just generic, isn't it? Same as Asylum's just generic. But hey, if you want a Halloween game that's not super spooky, Arkham Knight set around Halloween or on Halloween, I think. Crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's kind of
That's
crazy to think about. The Arkham series minus Origins takes place only over 15 months.
That is a little bit crazy. Well, I mean, Arkham Asylum's one night, isn't it?
They're all one night.
Is Arkham Knight one night?
Yeah.
No, no,
Yeah.
it can't be in one
It's
night, can
one
it?
night.
Okay, I'm doing this one-handed because Moo is laying on me. It's Arkham Knight. Is Arkham Knight one night? No way.
Yeah.
Why does that feel so strange to me?
Because they overdid it in Arkham Knight and made it way too big.
That's
And
true.
it probably should have
But
taken place over 2 nights.
like Arkham Asylum, I get, but that's because it's just all in the asylum when shit's going really bad. Arkham Knight, Arkham City, sorry. I remember Arkham City the least, I want to say, but even so, it's pretty like centralized, and it's just like,
It's compact, it's filled with shit to do.
yeah.
It's so good.
But Arkham Knight, I refuse to believe that, even though you said it and I've seen it on Google.
But that's the end of the Tuesday show, everybody. We'll see you later.
You want to say bye, Moo Moo?
Say bye, Moo Moo.
Bye, Moo Moo. Ready? She's been asleep on my knee this whole time. Now she's going to be really pissed off that I'm waking
Do something about it, Moo Moo.
up. Got something to say?
Release me.